So some of them are songs that may be familiar, and some of them are songs in a different language that no one knows. Well, I mean, French and things like that. So we want to start with a French piece called Reflects, which means reflections. And it's a song written by Lily Boulanger, her sister was the more famous of the composers, but I think Lily actually had a really, really beautiful tone to a lot of her music that's not quite as popular. But this talks about reflections and memories on the water. It starts out, under the water of the dream which rises, my soul is afraid, and the moon shining in my heart plunges into the depths of my dreams. And it goes on to talk about these feelings of ennui, which is kind of this thought of not quite happiness, not quite sadness, this French mood. But I think it's a really nice song to kind of put us into that feeling of reflecting on our memories. So I'm going to mute this over here. Thank you. So I can kind of see y'all clapping a little bit on the other side. You don't have to, though. The next one we're going to do is another French, because we were feeling French. Christopher and I like French. And if you, this may sound familiar, we've done it as a sermon anthem once before, a while back at the start of kind of all of our Zoom Shabbat services. And this is called L'heure exquise, which is meaning the hour of dreaming. So this is kind of, it talks about lots of moons. We have lots of songs about moons, actually. But it talks about the moonbeams become bright, and there's light all around, and it kind of brings us into this feeling of kind of memory gazing in our minds. So, l'heure exquise. And since you don't have a program in front of you, I might as well just introduce every song. But this next one is kind of an interesting one. You know, I've noticed the French theme of the moon being evocative of memories and reflections and dreaming. And this is actually from an opera. Technically, it is the Russian version of The Little Mermaid, but it's called Rusalka, which is by Dvorak. And it is the song to the moon. It is the song that she sings about the thoughts and dreams that she has. And I thought it was kind of fit nicely with our theme of memories and moonlight. So this is the song to the moon. Sorry.
It is.
And I'm going to let Christopher have a little something of his own. So I'm going to sit back here and let him introduce it.
I'm going to play two preludes by Frédéric Chopin. Chopin really needs no introduction. You all kind of know what to expect. He's famous, of course, for his nocturnes and preludes and waltzes, and you know, as one of the most famous pianists of the 19th century, along with Franz Liszt. He was a Polish composer who spent a lot of his life in Paris, as everyone did, it seemed, back then. But he always had a soft spot for Poland, and a lot of his music is based on Polish folk songs. But I wanted to play these two preludes, one in C minor, and then it is very short, and then one in E minor. But even with these short pieces, you can just feel the emotion behind the music of such a passionate person as Chopin. And I think that it really speaks for itself.
That was beautiful. Let me go to, the next couple of pieces are probably very familiar, so I don't think I need to do much of an introduction. But I thought that when I heard them, I know that they are very familiar, but they also kind of have this thought of evoking some sort of inspiration from the things that we find in our past, and so I hope that you can kind of get something out of them as well. So this next one is "You'll Never Walk Alone." When you walk through a storm, keep your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. We'll do a little title of the recital theme, Memory, also another favorite of people. Midnight, not a sound from the pavement, as the moon lost her memory. She's smiling alone in the lamplight.
Good.
I'll let Christopher have it. You want to do another one?
What do you think I should do?
I
Want to
don't
do Bach
know.
or the Beethoven?
Should we open it up for votes?
Oh, everybody's going to vote for Beethoven.
So let's hear a little. We're gonna do a little Beethoven then.
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, I love Bach very much, but I think you guys will like the Beethoven. Let's see. I have it here.
I threw him an extra song, so he wasn't quite ready, but he's already practiced it. It sounds beautiful.
This is the Moonlight Sonata. So the sonata in C sharp minor, first movement, and yeah, of course everyone knows it, but it's just such a beautiful piece, and I think it's wonderful because it evokes that that thought of the moon that we've been talking about, and then also the idea of memory. I think everybody, as soon as you hear this piece, if you already know it, then you have a memory that's associated with it, probably, whether it's a favorite performance or whether it reminds you of a time in your life or a person. I know that my dad really loved this piece, and he passed away this past June. So I feel like, you know, when I play this, I think of him, but throughout my life, it's meant different things to me. You know, I've thought of different things, and you know, I'm sure there's lots of pieces like that for you as well, and maybe this is one of them. But I think it's a good way to as we transition into youth score, to kind of start to do that.
Blue Rainbow?
Or what did you like to play?
Yeah.
We probably have time for one more. We want to take a few minutes before the next service.
So let's close with that one.
Okay.
Yeah. We hope we've provided at least a few minutes to help you kind of meditate and move into our next set of services. I know I have, so I hope you have as well.